The views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of Worldwide Digital Broadcasting Corporation.
CinCityBounty.com, the only place to be for shit like the curse word of the week and making black people blush.
We're broadcasting live from our beautiful, wonderful, accommodating studios here at WWDBTV.com. We've got Johnny Fever behind the mic over on his end, and we have an audience today.
Yay! Cali guy's in the house. What up, Izzy?
It is a gentleman who is fixing the HVAC system, and he decided to stay.
By stealing our candy.
There's too much pretty in this room.
Right? There's a whole lot of titty in here.
No, I don't have a lot.
Me either. We negate theirs. Like,
You
there
negate
was
our
a
what?
whole lot of titty. We negate
Oh.
it. We, like, take some away.
Yeah.
You know what?
There's a lot of boobs, and then we just minus it on you all.
I don't think people really... I mean, there are guys who have a preference for larger breasts, but when it comes down to it, breasts are breasts.
Yeah.
If they didn't know that there was a dude's head on top and they saw a dude with big boobs, they would probably look at the boobs. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I look at the boobs.
Yeah. I've been infamous for my ass for many years until I met my boyfriend now. It's like, he don't even look at my ass. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with you? It's all the boob. He's a total boob guy.
Total boob guy.
Total boob guy. Huh?
Well, my husband's just confused because I don't have a lot of either one.
I'm so sorry.
I have to shine them all with my
make it all
personality.
up with you.
She must have an amazing vagina.
I
You just, like, she spreads her legs open like angels sing. It's like glitter falls out. It's like, ho, 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 ho. She's got a holy
do. All
vagina.
the wings, yeah, just the wings.
So it's not so bad, is it?
No, it's not.
Okay. I mean, literally moments ago, you were like, I don't want to be touched inappropriately. Like,
She's just like,
she was like, Gina,
she's like, look at how pretty my vagina is. It's pretty.
Well,
She's
I
like,
had to get, after meeting everybody, I had to kind
That's
of,
right.
you know.
Had to
She's
break
like,
her
it's
in.
not just glitter out of my vagina, it's like confetti cannons that are like...
It's those gold flakes.
Is there a t-shirt cannon involved? Because I am there.
Okay.
And for the first 30 minutes, please keep your hands above the table.
Y'all are
Look.
Chinas.
Brian says all of you women are very beautiful.
Aww.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Your check's in the mail, Brian.
Right?
So let's introduce our guests. We have Gspot Gina,
Hello.
who does a ton of stuff around town, a lot to do with the BBW community.
Yes.
And you host your own radio show
Yes.
where you interview artists, musical artists.
Anybody.
You promote them.
Everybody.
You manage them. You do lots of stuff with the up-and-coming music artists here in Vegas,
I
right?
try to, yes. I have a couple of artists that I work with and spoken word artists that I work with as well. So make sure you turn that down.
You can confuse people.
Right. So yeah, I dabble in a little bit of everything. As you well know, I've hosted events for plus size modeling, and yeah, I get around a little bit. He just spit up his water. I said a little bit.
That's because he knew that part was a lie.
Sierra.
I don't know about the get around part.
Too much.
And this is Cami. She is a photographer here in town. You can follow her page on Facebook. She's amazing. She does some great work. I found her through Gina. As a matter of fact, you had a contest or a hashtag going, and that's how I found you. And then I saw that you were friends with Gina, so that's
And
why
you
I
met
followed
her
you.
at
I was just going to say, at one of
my
the
events. Yes, you met her there. I think it was a Halloween or something around that time.
Yeah, probably at the bar when you was doing the bar.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
I
right.
have pictures of her.
At the Cracker Bar.
Yes. Yeah.
Love it.
That was kind of
Yes.
awkward for me though, because it said cracker and I was
Well,
a black person.
and
Actually, you had a bunch of artists doing hip hop and
Yeah.
Motown music there,
I
which was
definitely-
awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, the juxtaposition is perfect.
Right. Oh, Sorry.
Yeah, don't smack the table. The mics pick
No,
it up.
it's her.
I do it.
It's her with the
It's
phone.
everybody.
It's
Oh, I'm
you.
sorry.
Stop it.
I already got hit with.
John really hates it when you do this shit.
Okay.
And he already threatened me about doing this. I'm not allowed to.
So they have an event coming up in October.
Yes.
Yes.
It's 6th through the 8th. Is that correct?
Yes.
The weekend
That's
of
the date we were
6th
pushing
through the
for.
8th,
Right.
right?
Yes, right.
And it's called the Love Your Body Weekend Experience.
Yes, it is.
So tell us a little bit about that.
We're planning a 3-day weekend. What it is our ladies will arrive on Friday, and I was kind of inspired by the Dove commercials where women of all sizes, races, ethnicities are taking a picture either topless or semi-nude or whatnot, and so I've always wanted to do something like that, and so we had spoken and we decided, hey, why don't we do this Love Your Body photo shoot? So we did. We went out to the Magic Mountains and took some photos, and we had young women from 16 to my age, 46,
Yeah.
who we took photos out there. We all dressed in white. So Cami kind of came up with the idea, well, why don't we turn it into a live event, not just a photo shoot? So she came up with the idea of the weekend, and so what we're trying to do is empower women. You know me, I'm all about size acceptance and empowering women and giving back to the community. And so we put our heads together and we decided to do a weekend, an arrival of 6 or 7 p.m. on a Friday night, have the women come meet and greet each other, draw names, who's going to bunk with who, and then start our weekend on Saturday morning with morning meditation, inspirational speakers, an intimacy coach, a journaling class, a nutritionist, a exercise coach, just really to empower them. We want to uplift women, especially those women who are plus size and really haven't come out of their shell, and they need that little boost of confidence to come out. So basically the whole weekend is to bring them out of their shell, and then by Sunday evening they're going to take all of their stuff that they've learned over the weekend, including hair and makeup and how to accessorize and how to dress appropriately for your size, shape, and weight. And they're going to put themselves together and have a fashion show at the end of the weekend.
Yeah.
And at the end of the weekend they'll have their family and friends there with them. So
Wow,
yeah, it's just
interesting.
really to empower women, and we want to do it at least once a year. So this will be our first one. So cross your fingers. So if there's any ladies out there that are interested in doing this, please look us up either through our social media, or you want to give them the email
Or they
address.
can email me at loveyourbody'sweekendexperience@gmail.com.
So there it is.
Is it Love Your Bodies or Love Your Body?
Love your body.
Okay.
At
So
gmail.com.
Love Your Body Weekend Experience @gmail.com.
Correct.
Yeah, and I'll
Is
post
there
it
a-
on my social media so everybody.
Yeah, I was going to say, is there a website?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
And we'll share it as well. So
Yes, definitely.
All right,
Thank
fantastic.
You. Thank you. I'm sporting some new ink today, and I told my artist that I was coming. So he's like, take my cards to the ladies and tell them to come in. I love BBWs. So
can you turn so we can get a shot?
sure, I've got a new diamond.
And
I've
for
got a
those
love
of
letter.
you watching on Facebook, at the end of the show, I'll do a close up of her tattoo so you can see them.
Ooh, look at
Oh,
that.
look,
That's really good.
Johnny
Oh,
zoomed.
sexy.
Look at, I got a love note right there.
That's
Don't
cute.
show the stretch marks.
I like
damn
the
it.
girl.
Oh, my bootylicious. Yeah, she's not done. I had to touch up the pink in her booty, but as soon as she's done, she'll say bootylicious across the butt.
Okay.
And of course, I always sport my LVPPW logo. Anybody that's
Why don't
interested.
you talk about LVPPW a little bit?
LVPPW is Las Vegas Pleasantly Plump Women. We started 7 years ago. We just wanted to start a social group that was not just focused on BBWs. So we changed the BBW to PPW, Pleasantly Plump Women. We wanted it to be a social group that is positive and motivational and not just focused on the BBW aspect, because everybody knows as soon as you type in BBW into Google,
You get porn.
You're going to get sent to like 15 different porn sites. we're not all porn actresses. You know what I mean? We're not all into porn. So
Wait, what are those porn sites?
I know, right?
Bet you on half of them. So
I thought
I've seen your videos.
Not on purpose.
Yeah, right.
Not voluntarily.
Her name is Toxie for a reason. When she gets a little, yeah.
I can't help guys like to hide the cameras. I can't help.
Oh, wow, okay.
But anyways,
Guys.
so yeah, LVPPW's been around for 7 years. We usually try and have at least 2 events a year, picnics or family gatherings where everybody comes and enjoys socializing with other plus-size people. We've hosted fashion shows. We've hosted charity events. We just like to get out there amongst the plus-size community.
And if you're on Facebook, you can join the Facebook
Yes,
group.
all you have to do is search groups in LVPPW and you'll find it. We even have a singles group. It's LVPPS, Las Vegas Pleasantly Plump Singles. We have the men's group. It's LVPPP, the Las Vegas Pleasantly Plump Players. So,
I thought I was gonna say penis
and we even
because
have-
I like a pleasantly plump penis.
I like that too. But anyways, we even have a teen LVPPW. So for younger
wow,
women.
that is awesome.
Yeah. We try.
I'll go and find all of them. I'm only on the PPW right now, but
Oh,
I'll
okay.
find all of them and we'll post those
Yeah,
on our
definitely.
site as well. So
Anything you guys want to, like the teen one, I really wish we would have more people join that group because we need to inspire these young women. There's a lot of young girls out there that are plus size and they're just not comfortable in their own skin. They look at media and all they see is these skinny toothpick models and they don't see real women, and we're real women. So they need more real women like us to inspire them and motivate them and, boost their confidence.
I'm pretty sure that one's heavily monitored, right?
Yeah, but we
Yeah. That's good.
Good call. Good call.
Who, me?
Well, wait a minute. She's not allowed at all, and your mouth is not allowed.
Okay.
Sorry.
Just kidding.
Fuck it.
Right?
Thank goodness for profanity filters. Facebook has them built in, which is very cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do they?
Yes.
Yeah, you go beep, beep, beep.
You got to
beep.
turn it on. You got to turn it on, and it won't allow the posting of bad
Okay.
words.
Can you imagine if you put that on your page? Like, yours would just be blank.
There would be no posts from me.
None.
Everyone would be like, "Where the fuck did Sierra
I didn't know
go?"
they had that. Really? So, like, if I did a Facebook Live video or something, they would edit it? If you turn on that thing?
I don't know. No, not that. Not that. It's for words.
Oh,
It searches for
words.
words. So when people post statuses into a group or something like that, or onto a page,
Like
you
when
can
I
do
say
it for your
shit and it
page.
does SH and ...
Oh.
So I didn't
There'd be a
know
whole
that.
lot of asterisks on my page.
Right, me too.
What's funny is my daughter's such a self-monitor, so as soon as she finds this out, I can see her going home like, "Just I'm taking that word out. We're gonna block that word from mine."
Oh, wow.
This is why.
My boys are so used to it now. They're just like, when their friends say, "So what does your mom?" Oh, don't ask what my mother does.
Yeah, I had to get used to her myself.
Sorry.
I have to get used to you guys too, because this is amazing.
Oh,
And by the
we
way,
like that word, amazing.
By the
do.
way, Cami does amazing pictures of plus size women. So if there's any plus size women out there or BBWs that want to have a professional photo shoot done, she knows all the angles to get you looking right and
I'm
not
actually
showing all the rolls.
getting ready to run a special for next month. It's a BBW or plus size model for a boudoir.
Boudoir plus size. Ooh, yeah.
I love that.
I think when I did the post about you two coming on, I accidentally posted your personal profile.
That's okay.
Tagged it. Give your Facebook page.
It's
So
at
people,
Camis Creative Photos.
Cami's, that's with a K, right?
Yep.
Camis.
Kreative.
Yeah.
And it's photos with the F.
There you go.
So ghetto. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I
She's not ghetto. She's phonetic.
am. Well, somebody got to do it. Somebody has to.
Right. So
So
what? You guys went to the bash, right?
We broadcast from the bash.
How was it?
One
I
night.
didn't go this year.
It was good. It was really good. I mean, all the regulars were there, all the California people there, all the what did you call him? The UN of BBW bash
Yeah,
goers
yeah.
was there.
The whole UN.
And we're
It was like
talking
a
specifically
UN
about the
meeting.
well-rounded bash.
Well,
Yes,
yeah, we went
well-rounded.
to both.
That's the
We
one
brought
at the
guys
plaza,
from
right?
both.
No, well-rounded is at was at Alexis Park this
Oh,
year.
Right, and then Excellence Plus was at the plaza.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So we
That's what
broadcast from
Jacob
both. So maybe we'll talk to you about broadcasting from your weekend as well.
Sure. That would be
fun.
nice.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. Definitely. I would really enjoy that. I'm sure the ladies would too.
All right.
Are there going to be children there?
No.
Oh, thank God.
We might have to bring one just so you won't have to, use it.
We'll just stand in the middle of the room.
The problem
and say,
is I don't edit myself around children, and I tell people that off the bat. I'm like, if you don't want your kid to hear this, don't bring them to my
right,
house.
exactly.
I
I'm the
have-
same way.
I have around my kid, like, she, no filter.
No, but I
have another-
tell her daughter all the time, don't do the things I do.
Right.
Don't do
Oh,
them.
wow.
She's like, don't do it. If you want to talk about something, you can come to me. And I have another friend who just refuses to talk to her at all. Or acknowledge that she's in the room because she's afraid
Oh,
to
wow.
say the wrong thing, so it's two extremes.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what I thought when I first came in. I was like, I'm going to be nice. And,
No, please
oh,
don't.
Lord Jesus.
She invoked Lord Jesus' name.
He ain't gonna help you here, honey.
I see. There is no help here.
He's actually in the audience too, just so you know.
I
good Lord
did
Jesus?
not forewarn her
She did
whatsoever.
not.
Whatsoever. I said, you'll have lots of fun with the ladies. They have an awesome show.
Yeah, she didn't warn me at all.
Good. And good, because you
We
might
like
not
it like
come.
that.
Like, it's
Well,
better to
I
have the
kind of
surprise.
figured if Gina's around, and I know how Gina is, I knew it had to be kind of
Raunchy.
I
unlimited.
know. I walked in, like I said hi. Now, like,
Unlimited.
I'm like, I think I need to get laid. And then she's
Wow.
kind of like,
Yeah, like,
She was just an innocent bystander to me talking about some motherfucker earlier, and I just saw her eyes get so big out of the corner of my eye, and I looked around and she said, Gina, she got the same mouth you do.
I did. I was like, Gina, that's you. Yeah, so it was.
No filter.
It was kind
Sorry.
of crazy though. It
I know,
really
it's so funny when my kids are in the room and somebody will say a curse word. They're like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, don't fucking worry about it, okay? We're fucking cool. They hear it all the time. They hear shit all the fucking time.
was. Yeah.
I just had a friend over. I just had the German mistress. Remember our old boss? She was
Yep.
over the other night, and she said "fuck." And she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And I'm like, "You forget he's my fucking kid." Like, and he had his headphones in, and he was like, he just went back to what he
Hey,
was doing.
but you know what? That makes our kids really well behaved in school and stuff, because if we have to threaten to come down to their school, they're like, fuck that. I'm going to be a perfect angel. My mother will not have a reason to come to my school.
crazy.
His answer is when his friends try to get him to do something he's not supposed to do. He says, "You people do not know my is literally a witch. She will find out and she will kill me." And,
Wow.
and so he doesn't fuck around with shit.
I used to tell my older one, don't piss me off and don't make me come to your school, because I will come to your school with house slippers on, hair rollers, no bra, and my pajamas, and go to every single class with you.
Oh, that's gotta be scary.
Oh, yeah.
That's the idea.
Flopping around with these puppies? Hell yeah.
Tripping on my own
mine's nice and
nipples.
easy. I'm like, I will send your dad to school. Like, that's what I tell mine, and she's like, okay.
There was a story
Okay.
a little while ago. It was probably about a year ago, where a girl got in trouble in school, and her dad went to school dressed as a woman to embarrass her. And the conversation was he technically bullying his own daughter?
Fuck that. That's the problem with society now. We can't parent our kids.
And then, of
Right.
course,
Or maybe
there's the
not.
stories of parents putting their kids out on a street corner with a sign saying, "I fucked up," or
Hell yeah.
You
I
fucked
did
up.
Well, you know what?
Well,
Some of these
fuck you
badass
over.
kids need that shit. for
Hell
real.
yeah. Beat your kids. Beat your kids.
My
Beat the hell out
sisters,
of 'em.
my sisters down here. Y'all can go home now. We're gonna finish this show out.
Sin City Bounty does not advocate the beating of your kids. Just, we put that
Gspot
disclaimer out
does.
there. Neither does WWDBTV. There we go.
Mine will beat me back. So I'm kind
And
of.
That's
She
why
is
we have
bigger
that
than you.
disclaimer at the beginning of the show.
Mine's taller than me and 10 times as strong. So.
Oh wow.
So we're out on that one. I'm like, I will turn off the Wi-Fi. Like,
That's her biggest threat, huh?
yeah, like that's my equation of I'll beat your ass. I'm like, I will turn that Wi-Fi off. I will turn
Hello,
it off
AT&T.
so
Can you
fast.
disconnect the Wi-Fi?
No, it'll be Sierra. Can you come over here and disconnect my Wi-Fi for me? But I still want to get on it.
No, just do like I did to my older son when he mouthed off, and I told him, I said, you're going to get your ass beat right now. And I went chasing after him. Little fucker ran out the house. I said, you run out that door, the Xbox is mine. And I had already warned him I was going to put it under the wheels of my car. He ran out the door. He had some balls. I went and I yanked the Xbox out. And at that time we were living in a mobile home, and we're like 4 steps up. I took it outside. I said, you want to run?
Oh, wow.
He just went. He was 13.
That's
Sound
what
like
would work on mine too.
Last time he ran, and he had to buy his own Xbox. It took him a year and a half to save.
Oh, shit. That sounds like my damn son. He told me he wasn't going to do shit in my house. It was his room. He came back. There was no bed, no clothes, no socks, no shoes. I gave everything away.
I'm sorry.
Sorry,
I would have sold the Xbox and bought some wine.
No, and my
Break my own damn
ex-husband
Xbox.
brought it up in court. The judge said, at that time it was Portillo. Miss Portillo, did you really do that? I said, yes, I did. Next in the order, he just skipped it. He didn't care. It's like, yes, I did. Sure, hell yeah.
Parents don't care. As long as that child has a roof to sleep under and food in his belly, CPS does not care.
Yeah, they don't.
Jasper's joined us. He said, hello, Gina.
Hi, Jasper.
He also says, you need to start something for us BHMs.
Ooh, oh, that's a good idea.
Big, handsome men?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Hey, she's getting it. Yes, definitely. I was thinking about doing a fashion show just for men.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, that'd be
Will,
amazing.
can you please include romp hymns?
No.
Yes.
No, but can we get kilts?
Kilts.
I'll give
I knew
you-
she was gonna come up with that one.
Can we sacrifice the rompum for a bunch of kilts?
I think we should do both. I think we should do all
feel we
things
can
men
do
can
both.
wear.
Well, what I was thinking
Fine.
of is have the men's fashion show, but we should have big beefy men, and we should have a beefcake auction.
I have some names
Turn
and
them
phone
into
numbers.
dates. Names and phone numbers.
We also have Babette, and she says, I love you, my friend. And
Ah, love
Joseph
you.
says, hey, ladies.
Godfather Pone, he said, tell the ladies I said hi.
Oh, and he came in and said, "Hey, ladies."
Yes, definitely.
Rosemary says, yes, kilts! All caps. Yes, kilts!
New Shoba too. Kilts.
I know.
Kilts.
I know my audience.
I told him, I said, you want to come with me to the show? Come see the ladies? He's like, no, you go have your girls' night. It's okay. I'll sit this one out. I'm like, are you sure? I'm sure they'd love to have you. Just make sure you tell them I said hi. So I said hi to the ladies.
Yes, you did.
So hello.
Right?
Hi, Joseph. I'm the innocent one in this group, I see.
Whatever.
For now.
Give it time.
I'm not innocent. I'm full of shit.
We have
Turn the cameras off. We'll turn her.
we have an uncanny ability to corrupt people. Before she met us, she'd never seen a Star Wars movie. How many have you seen now?
None, but I have fucked quite a few guys who watch them.
Oh, wow.
She's got Star Wars by injection.
May the force be with you.
The lightsaber really gets you, huh?
The lightsaber gets me every time.
Was that Rocky Horror your first time to a Rocky Horror Live?
No,
No?
My
Okay.
first time to Rocky Horror, I was a teenager. Believe it or not, we don't have much back home, but we do have a live, or we did have a live Rocky Horror show. So.
Your hometown was on
That's
the
a
news
whole
recently.
different kind of nerdum, though.
Where's your hometown?
It's
Pennsylvania.
it's Trumptown, PA, basically. They just mentioned him, and I remembered it because they said Wilkesboro, and I knew that it was. I was like, it's Barry. It's not Barry. It's Bury.
You're like, let me correct you. Toxie says it's Wilkes-Barre.
But it's like one of the few towns, one of the towns in this city in this country that like 100% of the voters voted for the Trumpitude.
Do you think they're regretting their vote?
No, they're like super happy with it. Like they're doing parades in the streets, and that's why they were on the news again.
I'm a little
Wow.
happier that General John Kelly is now the chief of staff. Nothing from the crew.
Crickets.
Nothing.
Scaramucci came in, said some bad shit about Reince Priebus, the former chief of staff.
Right.
He left.
Listen, he was great for the time he was here.
He left.
I would have liked him to stay.
He
Wait.
left.
Do you know who's being considered to replace him?
Please tell me it's Condoleezza Rice, because I'll be all over that.
General John Kelly.
No. I'm
replaced
talking
Reince
about
Priebus.
Scaramucci.
Oh.
Kellyanne Conway.
Oh,
Yes, please.
Lord.
Please.
I don't think General John
Please.
Kelly will allow it.
I hope not.
Because he's the one that got rid of Scaramucci. 11 days.
Yeah.
10 days.
So wait,
10 days.
I actually mentioned, I was sitting there thinking,
Him and Mattis are plotting
That's what that
something.
was.
I
I smell burning.
that
Yes.
it's amazing.
When them little hamsters get going, man, they burn their little feet off.
So I was thinking, you know, he what was he there? 10 days?
10/11 days.
In the meantime, like his almost ex-wife or his wife had a baby. He wasn't even there. He was hanging out with Trump. It was amazing. He blew kisses to the audience. He had that horrible call with the reporter. I think he didn't know, you know, what reporters do or how it works.
Wow.
But obviously
What do you mean
he was
they-
in a great position.
What do you mean they're going to tell everybody what I said?
Right? He said that
The
he's
communications
not like Steve Bannon,
director.
that he's not like Steve Bannon because he can't suck his own cock, and it was the best thing I have ever heard on like CNN before.
Right.
Like, it was just. And then I watched a clip of all of the TV newscasters trying to get around saying the word cock. So that was even. I mean, it was.
It's just a stutter moment. Huh?
It was beautiful.
I'm really missing out on a lot by not watching the news. I gave up the news.
It is so entertaining.
It's amazing.
It is entertaining if you look at it as entertainment. When you think about it as American politics,
Oh my god,
it's
what a
depressing.
fucking joke. I wonder what people in other countries are really I mean, they must sit there and just laugh their asses
They
off
are.
at us.
Because I laugh, so I know they're laughing.
Listen, I had somebody post on my Facebook page the other day that this is the worst season of The Apprentice they've ever seen.
I believe
People be getting fired left and right.
And I responded that I'll bet it doesn't get renewed next season.
Wow.
So I just wanted to share with you, I was sitting around thinking, and I'm like, I know a lot of things I've done in my life that have lasted longer than Mooch.
The Mooch.
We're calling him the
One
Mooch
was-
now?
No, that's his
That's his
nickname.
nickname.
Oh, that's his nickname?
That's legit. One is, so I'm going to share them with you if y'all don't mind.
Go for it.
One is the length of time I skipped in a row my classes, my Scientology classes. Or, I'm sorry, my sociology classes. Hold on.
That's a whole nother conversation right
We're
there.
getting
I was
to that
just about to
one.
go
We're getting
there.
to that one. I read it too fast. The time I had chicken pox, that stuck around longer. My job as a telemarketer, that lasted longer. The time I studied Scientology, and then the time I studied Kabbalah. Both lasted longer
Then the
than the
Mooch.
Mooch. And they didn't last long. The length of time I went to the gym before quitting.
Oh, wow.
The current nail polish I have on my fingers.
The nail polish I have on my toes has been around longer than the Mooch.
The one on my fingers. The container of leftover spaghetti in my fridge has been around longer than the Mooch.
Oh, wow.
Had his job. And my last one is my Redbox rental of chips. Longer than he was in his position. And I still didn't watch the movie.
Wow.
So,
Well, at my age, I think my periods are lasting longer than he lasted.
Oh, hey. That's a long
Seriously.
ass time.
Tell me about it. I'm ready to get this shit done and over with.
so does anybody else have anything that may have lasted longer? We have periods. What else?
This
What else
piece
has
of
lasted
gum.
Longer? The gum.
I've been wearing these pairs of socks longer.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Probably the underwear too.
No, I sold those.
Your knickers have been on your body longer than you
Oh,
than
wow.
that guy was in there.
You might be the Mooch if
Wow.
your career is shorter than the lifespan of my
Well, he's still
tampon.
Wait.
Right.
Uh-oh. He's cracking himself up over there.
We got to take a break because apparently Johnny Fever's got something
You might be
good.
the Mooch if you haven't tried to suck your own cock.
Every dude has tried to suck his own cock. And don't any of you dudes try to say you haven't. You know why? Because every girl I know has tried to lick her own cooch.
Except
And
me.
here's the thing. And dudes, if you hadn't tried to suck your own cock before,
You're doing it now.
bet you tried now. I bet after that came out, you're like, well, if the politicians are doing it.
I might as well try.
I actually saw a picture. It was so funny. I saw a picture not too long ago of a guy sucking his own dick. It was a little meme, and I showed my boyfriend. I'm like, you would totally do this if you could. He's like, hell yeah.
If a friend was wanting to know where to find this meme,
I I've got a hashtag category started on X Hamster for you.
Do you really?
I do.
Is it for guys who can suck their own cock?
Sure is.
No, that's a thing.
Yes. There are videos
Go
of
to
it.
your Tumblr porn.
You don't
Every week I learned something new. How did I last on this earth long enough to get to the age that I am and not know there is separate porn for guys sucking their own cock? Nobody call me later.
You mean I can't send you a text message at 2 o'clock in the morning telling you about what amazing round of sex I just had?
Which I did get. This is part of the reason why I'm determined now. I'm like, I really need to get laid. Oh my god!
He's deep throating that shit. Go for it, buddy. Wait, hold on. Can't put it on the cameras.
Amazing.
Okay.
So
Well, damn, he
not
folded
only-
up like 5 times.
And he's liking it. He's like, this is good
Look at
shit.
this one. Holy moly.
Jesus.
Holy God. Look at that one.
He's about to gag himself.
I
So you
know,
go back to your
holy
friends
God.
having
They
sex.
look like
So-
fucking pretzels and shit. Just going at it.
So, just to share, I have all my friends are apparently having sex because they share with me in the middle of the night. Like
what's your phone number?
That's it. She's done. I'm calling her husband.
We've converted another one.
You're like the woman who's like, I know you're on a diet, just watch me eat this thing. That's what it's like. So I get this text Saturday night,
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning, middle of the night, and it was basically like,
I don't know. I'll read it for you.
just, yeah, go ahead and read it.
And the reason, the impetus for this was because Sierra took a visit to one of our new favorite places.
The sex club called
the
the Studios. Well, it's not a sex club. It's a social gathering place where we get naked and fuck each other.
It is an amazing social gather place where you can hang out with your friends.
Yep.
So
Or meet new
basically-
ones.
Sorry.
So well, let me
work
tell
happening.
you, she's pulling that up. Then I get one last night from another friend at like 12:30, and this friend, and I won't name the person, was like, I just had the most amazing sex of my life. Like, I just got fucked so hard I can't get out of my vehicle.
I can't show you, but I sent her a picture. It said, "This is after 45 minutes of ass whooping. Nothing. Sigh. Wish I wasn't a leather bottom."
Oh,
She
wow.
said, "I wish I was there." I said, "Next time your tote's coming." And coming. Dude, so drunk. That's what I sent her. Because I have gotten those texts from her.
Oh, wow.
And she's like, "Is it packed tonight?" I said, "Yes, people fucking everywhere. Cali guy and I fucked outside and inside and everywhere, and dude, amazeballs. Now home, eating corn nuts and going to bed." I forgot about that. I was so drunk,
Yeah.
dude.
So middle of the night. So this is what I get from my friends, which I don't blame them. I have many times like sent out similar messages, drunk or otherwise. But
Oh, wow.
but you know, I decided to take a break for a while, and now
Eating
I'm like,
corn
oh,
nuts.
everyone's having fun.
Poor China.
Now you all know what my drunk snack is.
Corn nuts. Any particular flavor of those corn nuts?
Ranch, baby, the best flavor there is.
Mine apparently is anything I can get for free from the bartender. Because that last time he gave us something on the plate, I didn't know what it was. It
was
could have been like ball hair, and I have no idea.
Ball hair.
I was like, these are delicious. Nom, nom,
Just a
nom, nom.
reminder, the last time Toxie and I went to this place, we drank a half a gallon of vodka between the two of us. So
And
we would have
remember,
ate just
don't
about-
eat the crackers.
we ate the
Oh.
crackers.
The crackers, when I was downstairs, and I thought they were trays of crackers, and they were condoms.
They were condoms.
And I'm like, yes, saltines. I'm like, no.
No,
it wasn't
rubberines.
condoms.
It was kind of slimy.
Had some of that spray cheese
After,
in it.
like, after the fourth, I realized, I'm like, these are not saltines.
Chewy. They were like gummies.
Like, oh, I can blow bubbles with these saltines.
It smells like penis.
He said, what flavor is these saltines? Like, they're extra salty. I have to get more. Where do you get these?
Spooge teens.
Spooge teens.
Wow.
Hashtag spooge teens.
Hey, hold on. There has to be a different way to spell that because I don't like spooge teens.
Teens.
T-I-N-E-S.
or E-A-N-S?
T-I-N-E-S is how you spell saltines. I forgot.
Yes, but when it's put in any other word, it looks like tines. So it's like spooge tines, like a spooge fork.
Yeah.
So how do you want to spell it?
T-E-A-N-S.
Yeah, if we're going to fuck with spelling, I'll fuck it all the way.
Fuck it all the way. That's what I did Saturday.
Oh, hey.
She got a K and an
Holy
F in her Facebook page. So there you go. Fuck it all the way.
'Cause
Wow.
that's how we roll.
And we rolling.
We is drunk as fuck. So that Saturday, I got to introduce Cali guy to Lyft because he'd never been in a Lyft before, and we took a Lyft. I was like, "Listen, we are both getting drunk, so we are taking a Lyft because it's going to be like $5 because it's like 2 minutes from my house." So we took a Lyft. We had the two greatest Lyft drivers. Well, not the greatest. The greatest is Tiny Tim, Slim Tim. What are we calling him these days?
Slim Tim.
Slim Tim. But they were great older guys. One was about my age, maybe a little bit younger, but they were hilarious and they had good conversations. And so Cali guy was like, "Wow, it was cool." I was like, "Yeah, we can both get drunk now." Commence with the drinking.
And then, of course, you go and rate them because you can choose your Lyft drivers by their ratings.
Yes, and I rate as long as you don't show up with body damage and smell like a dead body, I'll give you a 5-star rating.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I seriously had a guy pick me up in a Lyft, had body damage, smelled like a dead body
Yeah.
on my business trip to
Here's
Seattle.
what might have happened.
I've
just
had
to
one
throw
smell
out
like a
there.
shit shower.
He
so.
might have gotten in an accident while driving, and now it's either wait to get the vehicle fixed or lose out on his livelihood.
Well, that could be true, but that does not explain the smell of the dead body inside his
Well,
car
that could have
either.
been the dead body.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the trunk.
In the trunk, yeah.
I mean, Lyft doesn't just transport live passengers.
Oh, so we're like morgue transport now too, right?
Yeah, whatever. I mean,
have to
as
ask
long
Slim
as you
Tim
give a
about that.
5-star rating, like.
In the daytime, he works for a mortuary. Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Well, no, he had like 85 different air fresheners going on in there too, so it was not
It could have been his
with
ass.
different. You know what? You need to scrub that shit before you get in an enclosed space with another human being.
Yeah, ooh.
That's some nasty funk ass shit. Ain't nobody want to get in there with
Could have
that.
been some fermented
He got-
cheese.
Smell like somebody shit at a floor flesh.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks ago.
Or I know that Slim Tim gets pukers all the time.
Yeah.
I get pukers all the time.
But his car does not ever smell like puke because he does not take any more riders after that. He goes immediately the next day, and if it's early enough, he goes that day to the cleaners. It gets cleaned. Lyft reimburses him. He goes back to lifting. He's never out more
But
than
he
24
still-
hours.
pretty
He
awesome
still,
to
but he still
know.
loses. Yeah, he does. They'll charge the passenger a cleaning fee.
Wow.
And then
And
Lyft will
that
reimburse him.
particular gentleman has a detailer that he goes to that takes care of
Yeah,
it.
they do
He
lose
pays them,
revenue
but they
because
lose their revenue
right.
from when they can't use the vehicle.
Well, then
So
they can
if it
just drive for
happens-
Uber because those motherfuckers don't care.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
some drive for both, but if that happens at the beginning of your night on a Saturday night, I mean, you've lost all of your income because you had a puker. So.
I really think they should. I mean, I don't. If I was a Lyft driver, my back seat, you'd get in. There'd be no third person in the back seat because the center console, the center area of that back seat, there'd be a big old plastic bucket at the floor. They'd be like, "What's that for?" In case your ass pukes, just get into the bucket. We are good.
But most of them carry puke bags.
Do they carry puke
Yeah,
bags
yeah,
now?
yeah.
That's
Like
good.
airline bags,
Not-
like
not-
the ones
yeah,
on the
it
airline.
looks-
No, like the emergency room. I'm
Like
sitting in the emergency room and
with the blue thing.
barfing.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. A lot
I have
of them
those
do.
too.
I mean, only they have to provide their own stuff.
Mhm.
So only if they provide their stuff, but usually they do in the
Your
water.
tablet.
Oh, that's okay. It just says that it's almost full, but it's still recording.
Okay.
We're still live.
going.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
We're live still.
Mine says, "Bitch,
It's
you're
because
done."
I have all the Star Wars movies on there.
Holy shit! Are you serious?
Oh, wow.
How many times have you watched them?
I'm not saying.
Can
At
you come
least
over to
once
my
a
house
year,
and just
every
watch
year
all
for the
Star
last
Wars
15
movies
years.
with my
Sorry.
boyfriend and my son?
Sorry, Star Trek movies.
Oh, Star
Sorry.
Trek. Yeah, no,
Star
that's the
Trek
wrong one.
movies.
They have me on number 2 right now.
Number 2, what?
Star Wars.
Which number 2? The original number
No,
2 or the new number 2?
The new number 2. I'm like, I already watched the originals. Do I have to watch? You have to watch them. I'm like, I really don't want to. You have to watch them.
You have to.
You have to, just so that you can experience the worst and awful terribleness
right?
that was Jar Jar Binks.
Anybody that forces you into doing negative shit. Don't listen to them.
You see? Godfather Pone, I don't have to watch Star Wars.
You did just in a look.
Right? There are websites that will catch you up and you can read what it was about.
Jesus.
Hello,
Like
Wikipedia.
Cliff Notes.
That is true.
I-
Cliff Notes for movies are a good way to go if you need to.
Yes.
I can say I watched him while he
I've
was
done
at work.
I've done that. And I've been like, and I watched so-and-so, and my favorite scene was when so-and-so did so-and-so.
She's a fake nerd.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I have no qualms about it. Like, I'm not...
Don't feel bad, me.
I introduced her. Well, I introduced her to a couple of friends of mine as the most vanilla person you will ever meet. Like, she's so vanilla, it's not even funny.
There's not even vanilla bits in it.
There ain't. It's not French vanilla. It's like store brand vanilla. It's
Oh,
just
wow.
white all the way through, cardboard.
Oh wow.
Okay, I can't deny any of this. That's the thing. I got nothing.
Poor child.
I mean, I have watched a couple. Like, I watched that Firefly or Firefox or whatever that one was called.
I guess I'm worse than you because I don't know what you're talking about.
I like Nathan.
I know, right?
I like Nathan Filon.
Fillion, goddammit.
I
Get
liked
Captain
him.
Mal's name right.
I liked him from Castle, so the whole time I'm like, when is Castle gonna get with Kate Beckett as I'm watching? And it never happened. That part was disappointing. But otherwise, and your boyfriend said the Force said you do.
You know what I say? Fuck the Force.
She's gonna do it. She's going to watch
All
all
of them.
All of them tonight. It'll only take about 15 minutes.
See, when you come home, all you got to do is just stand in front of him, move your hand like this, and say, "Your girlfriend has seen all of the Star Wars."
That's right.
So what are you guys doing tomorrow night? You guys going to the strip club?
I am teaching a class.
Which one?
The library. My artists
Aren't they closed?
My artist is they're open again.
Reopened.
Oh.
My artists are performing tomorrow night, and they're going to be competing for $1,000 grand prize. So they want everybody to come out.
I wish
At
I
the
could, but
Library on
I
Boulder Highway.
I teach a class on Wednesday nights, so I can't.
Fuck
That's
the
just
class.
somebody's
Let
leeway.
you teach?
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
I'm a damn good teacher, goddammit.
Does that mean
I'm the
that
best
you will be
motherfucking
there,
teacher you
Gina?
ever meet.
Yeah. I will be there. I don't know how the fuck I'm going to do it. but
I
I'm gonna
teach
be there.
teenagers.
11.
Girl.
I mean, I like me some strippers. So, and I
There
like
are
going to
stripper
strip
things?
clubs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the library.
Let me call my husband and make sure I can go.
So we go to the library.
Bring your camera.
Now the
I might catch
rappers,
somebody sucking their cock.
I
I'm so proud of you.
It only took 45 minutes.
I know,
I
right?
told you I'm not. I just have to get used to you guys.
You're like sucking that cock.
She's gonna be up in there. Move that ass, bitch.
Hey, you get over here and suck his cock.
Do that pretzel thing.
Do that pretzel.
Do that thing I saw.
No, last week
Samson,
last
do
week they
it.
were there, and I mean, I've been to strip clubs before, but I was just kind of amazed. There was 3 strippers on a pole, and they were
Together?
like, yeah, all one above the other. I was like,
That's dangerous. What if her vagina's slippery?
they
It's
fall.
art. It's art.
I know stripping on a pole is art. I can't do it. But it's dangerous to have a girl up there. What if her legs get sweaty and she slides down?
Right.
And it's just this like stacking strippers. Just dunk, dunk,
And
dunk
you
all
know
the way
that
down.
all of the guys in the audience are hoping that will happen.
They're like Jenga pieces. What do you throw more dollars?
No, I
They just collapse
probably-
like a Jenga game.
I'd probably ask where the AED is and run up on stage and administer first aid because that's the kind of motherfucker I am.
Oh wow.
Wait a minute, her stiletto got stuck up her ass.
Remove it.
No, you never pull out an object that has impaled a human being.
I feel unless
okay.
it's a stiletto in the ass. I think
Unless
that one's
unless
okay
you have a
to move.
tampon ready to shove in the hole. Seriously.
And I use a menstruation cup, so I don't have any tampons anymore.
You poor thing.
I love it.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't tried that.
It's messy, but it's worth it.
Since we're talking
She's
about
about
it, what is
touching
the
herself.
difference between a menstrual cup and a tampon?
So a menstrual cup is a medical grade silicone cup that fits inside your vagina, and it works a lot like a diaphragm to keep semen out, only it collects your blood, and then you pull it out, you dump it in the toilet. You have to be near a sink though, but you only have to change it, you only have to rinse it out twice a day, because you can have it in there for like 12 hours. And if you have a light flow, you can
does it have an attachment to pull it out?
Yeah, it's got a little rubber tip on it. You just grab it and pull it out. Just
Wait
right
a minute.
Is there like a measuring lines?
Mine needs to have a cord.
So you know how much you're
No,
Vibrate when it's
you will be surprised. Your vagina is not as deep as you think it is, and if you push down like you're pooping, it'll push it down a little closer to you, so you can grab it and pop it right out.
But see, here's the thing. I have a tilted.
So do I, and it works.
So I might just have to come to your house and have you get it out. Like,
Yeah, I'll pull your vagina cup out.
No, the scariest shit is I had a tampon in one time and the fucking string broke.
Oh.
Holy shit.
What you do? Get some tweezers?
No.
You just gotta stick
I
your
was
fingers
digging
up
to
in there.
China. I was digging to China, boy, let me tell
So
you.
if you ever get
I was
something
bearing
stuck
down
up
like
there,
I was gonna have a kid. I was like, "Rrrr."
that's the way to do it. Girls, you just get in poop position, get your squatty potty out.
you're like,
Look, I can see her with a mirror and some tweezers. Come out of there.
That doesn't work for fat bitches. That works for skinny bitches. You can see your coochie. I can see mine.
you're like, hey babe, what are your thoughts on fisting? And while you're out there, can you get the tampon?
That is when having a partner is a good thing.
So with a menstruation cup, there is zero risk of toxic shock syndrome.
Really?
Because you don't have a foreign object collecting bacteria stuck right against the mouth of your cervix.
Wow.
It seals around your cervix, but it hangs down a little lower, so you don't have anything right up in there.
Really? Interesting.
And,
Learn something new every time you watch the show.
Every time.
and it's better for the environment. You're not throwing away 85,000 tampons every month.
Which are biodegradable, by the way.
Not all
you
of
go.
them.
We'll be back next week, Tuesday, right here, Sin City Bounty. Go visit us on our Facebook page, Sin City Bounty, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I think we even have a Pinterest.
There's a picture of a dude sucking his cock on there.
And our Tumblr.
We do not have a Tumblr. Oh, we do have a Tumblr. We do have a Tumblr.
We should post
So,
sex stuff on the Tumblr.
We'll see. I'm Alexia,
Cami?
Gspot.
Toxie.
And Sierra,
and we'll be back next week.
if you're brave enough.
Made up, bitches!
Peace out.